Welcome to the Never Yield podcast. Today is Friday, April 3rd, and it is Final Four weekend. We will give our predictions for the Final Four and the national championship. We will break down the Razorback roster as we head into basketball transfer portal season, who we think goes, who we think stays, who we need to target. We'll discuss some of the bigs as people start announcing they're going into the portal. We'll look at some of those who we think the Hogs need to be going after. We'll talk about how we think Coach Cal's done 2 years in, and we'll grade Coach Cal's performance. We'll talk Diamond Hogs. And we will finish up with news from around the sports world. Andrew, how are the vibes in Northwest Arkansas, my man?
Yeah, I feel like still under our roof, just still trying to survive over here. We're just trying to survive in advance, just like the tournament. So we're
every day's a battle.
That's right. So I've done everything from show a bunch of houses to take my son to Children's Hospital and spend the night there. So we're all over the map. So thank you, Razorback Baseball, for keeping our hopes alive.
Keeping you entertained, right?
Yes, there's something, yeah.
One word for it. Yeah, we'll dig into the Diamond Hogs here in a little bit. Man, the allergies are kicking my butt. My eyes are watering, my nose sneezing, coughing. So I sound better than I did last pod, but I still got this cough thing going. So y'all just keep bearing with me. This should be the last pod where I struggle with that. Hopefully,
this is the time of year it gets me too. Like my wife gets it really bad in the fall. I get it. It's definitely the spring for me. I was surprised. Knock on wood, it hadn't got me too bad yet. But I did my first mow of the season this week.
That's where it kills me, dude. The first mow, dude, it's just the worst.
Yeah.
So
with the move, I had to get rid of my riding mower, and so went and got a push mower this week.
Ooh.
And I got one that I think is going to help with the allergies a little bit. It's tell me this: you ever heard of nylon polymer?
I don't think so.
That's an Uncle. Was it Uncle Rico often pulling dynamite?
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway, the mower I got, it's got a polymer body and bag. So the bag is actually a polymer plastic. It pushes the dust out the side through these vents and doesn't push it back to you, and you don't have a bag to deal with, and it just empties out real easy. So
what brand is this?
Still.
We got a top 1%er over here on the Never Yield pod. We got the upper 1%er.
I've been a Toro guy my whole life. I went to my people at the hardware store. Shout out the hardware store. Love for y'all to be a sponsor. In Fayetteville. If you've never been there, it's just odd. You feel like you're stepping back in time. Just like if you watched Home Improvement. Like
it's a
Tim the tool man would go to like the tool store, like you kind of feel like you're
exactly
in there
what it feels like in there. It's tight, you can barely walk from
so I went in to buy a Toro. I've been a Toro guy since we worked on the golf courses and stuff, and went in to get one, and they taught me into the still, and I one mow in, I was pretty happy with it. So anyway.
As a real estate agent, you respect their sales game apparently, because they just wrapped you right in like that.
Hey, look, any big purchase, I do a lot of research as well. So I had watched some YouTube videos. It was kind of a toss up. Anyway, Toro's personal pace on their new walk mowers was not as comfortable to me as the. Anyway.
Yeah, we can still top 1%. Good, glad you're doing well in life.
Look, I want it to last.
That's right. It will. Still's the best. So Final Four weekend, we have games coming up. Obviously, Saturday's the Final Four, and Monday will be the national championship game. Um, let's just get right into it. Game one, we have the Illinois Fighting Illini against the UConn Huskies. 3 Final Fours in 4 years for UConn and Dan Hurley. I mean, I know you don't like the man, but you have to say he's the best coach in basketball right now, right? I mean, is there any debate at all, like, that he's the best coach in the game right now, whether you like him or not?
I mean
3 Final Fours in 4 years? I mean, jeez.
I mean, based on the pedigree, I guess, but just kids watching, not that we have a lot of five-star recruits yet, probably watching this podcast, but you wanna go play for that, dude? I mean, I guess you're gonna be on the Final Four maybe, but
I mean, if
good
you like
lord.
going to Final Fours and getting I'm sure their NIL budget's pretty steep,
Well, yeah,
so,
they're
yeah,
not giving you they're not
if
giving
you're
you
into that,
football. Yeah. Anyway,
yeah, yeah,
I don't know. He just he irks me, but hey, he's getting results somehow.
that's
So
right, that's right.
yeah.
Um, but yeah, Illinois is a 2-point favorite. That game is tipping off at 5:09 on Saturday, at the Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. So that is semifinal game number 1. Andrew, how do you see, game 1 of the Final Four playing out?
I want to go heart over head
Do you
and
want
pick.
the Baltic, the non-American team, or or your most hated coach?
Yeah, I know. I like Brad Underwood though, so I want Illinois to win. I will pick UConn to win,
Okay.
but I want Illinois to win.
You can get UConn money line for a plus 110. Get some plus money out of that bet. So,
Mhm.
um, I think I'm gonna go Illinois. I, uh, I mean, this UConn team's not near as good as the 2 that won the Natty. And I think he's done a
Mhm.
great job getting them here, obviously. And he's, had to beat Michigan State, had to beat Duke. Um, but I don't know. I just feel like this is Illinois' time. I feel like they're a little bit more well-rounded on both sides of the ball. Um, I think UConn has a better coach. Um, I don't know. I think I'm gonna go with the Fighting Illini. Uh,
I hope
Brad,
you're right. I hope
yeah.
you're right.
Uh,
And let's be real, Duke lost that game more than UConn won
oh yeah,
that game, but
yeah.
they did it. So
That's yeah. Hey, it
yeah,
takes
you
a
have
little bit
more.
of luck. It takes a lot of skill and a little bit of luck to make a run. So
Hmm.
for sure. Um, yeah, I'll go Illinois. Uh, And then in the second semifinal game, we have the Michigan Wolverines coming in at 35-3 against the 36-2 Arizona Wildcats. That game is scheduled to tip at 7:49. Uh, this one will be one for the ages. I feel like. I feel like these 2 teams are elite. The best 2 teams in the country probably have been for most of the year. I feel like. Um, It's just gonna be an absolute dogfight. They're both huge. The bigs are both dominant, physical. They got the good guard play. I mean, yeah, I can't wait for this game. Obviously, I'll watch both of them,
Hmm.
but boy, I cannot wait for this game.
Yeah,
Um, predictions, thoughts on game number 2, Michigan and
yeah.
Arizona?
I just I think we mentioned it last pod. Like this should be the national championship game. Arizona and Michigan, in my opinion, but and which only means that it probably won't be able to live up to the hype that it should
Mhm.
get in the Final Four round. But uh, it should, on paper, should be a great game. I'm gonna take Arizona. I think like I said, I think these are the best 2 teams in the tournament. Should should be the national championship game, but, yeah, I'm gonna take Arizona. Just I think Dusty May's probably a little bit better coach. Um, Michigan's got a little bit better front court. Uh, I just like how selfless Arizona plays. It's like a team that high profile team that like feels like anyway they truly don't care who gets the credit. They just go out there and let the game come to them and go out there and ball and whoever shines and whoever contributes and they're just there to play their role. And so I like the way their team plays. So I'm taking Arizona.
Yeah, I think that's a good pick. I don't think you can go wrong. I'm gonna take Michigan just for the fact that that's who I bought in my March Madness auction.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm already very financially invested in Michigan, so I'm just gonna go ahead and roll with them. Um, I think Arizona's a little more well-rounded, but I think Michigan's got the best player on the court in Yaxel. So, yeah, man, it's just gonna be a great game. It's hard to nitpick these 2 teams. They're both just phenomenal on both ends at all positions. 2 pretty good coaches. Dusty May's been to 2 Final Fours. How about that? He went to Florida Atlantic just, 4 years ago? Took
Mm-hmm.
FAU Final Four. Now he's got Michigan there. Um, and obviously Tommy Lloyd, Mark Few, uh, was on his staff for 15 years or something, and I don't know. He's been very, the way he's answered these North Carolina questions has me. I mean, he's going to Carolina. That's the way he's been in. He has not shut him down at all. Like,
Mm-hmm.
he's just tried to give the politically correct answer while not lying. And so, that's always scary whenever your coach is. I'm not saying he's not locked into this game. He obviously is, but he's also got this other thing over here tugging at him. So I don't know. It seems like Tommy Lloyd may be the next guy at Carolina. Um, but yeah, going to be a great game. 2 of the best front lines in the country, big, strong centers, power forwards. Yeah, I mean it's gonna be excellent. I cannot wait for that game. So give me Illinois and Michigan, a Big Ten rematch, which I will not be that interested in. Um, I mean, obviously I'll watch it, but that's not fun if you got 2 teams that have already played twice.
Yeah.
Natty.
Yeah.
So that is the Final Four picks. As we're talking about college basketball, I do think we need to go ahead and touch on Bill Self has announced that he is staying at Kansas. Um, I'm kind of surprised by that. I thought he may hang it up because all the health issues he's had, but I think Bill Self's one of the good ones left in the league, the old guard. So I've never been a Bill Self hater. I've always been a Bill
Yeah.
Self fan.
Yeah.
Uh, and I don't. Did we talk about this last pod? Did we talk about Will Wade going back to LSU? Did we discuss that?
No, it happened I think the day we recorded it, or
Oh,
maybe was in its final stages.
Slick Willie going
Yeah.
back to his old stomping grounds. Will Wade, Lane Kiffin, Kim Mulkey on the same staff. Dude, LSU just sells their soul for
Mm-hmm.
victories.
Yeah.
Um, talk about 3 of the worst human beings out there. The most used car salesmen, just oh. But they all know how to coach their sport, and they're all very successful. Here's the deal about Will Wade is he's the slimiest as they come, but he can coach,
Yeah.
and he can win. He's done it at LSU. He did it at McNeese. He did it at NC State in 1 year, and now he's going back to LSU where he's gonna have who knows how much NIL money, and that's dangerous. I'm telling you, that's dangerous. So,
Yeah.
um, thoughts on Slick Willie? He said, what did he say? At his press conference, he said, um, "We're here to win national championships," or something. And he said, If we don't, then I'll be the first coach fired from the same school twice. So, in classic Will Wade fashion, but
That's about
thoughts
right.
on thoughts on Bill Self or Will Wade?
Yeah, I mean, uh, I'm happy. Yeah, college basketball is better with Bill Self in it. So as long as we can have him, I'm glad that he's here. Uh, I hate that LSU got Will Wade back because it just means that they'll be good at basketball again, and in a like a disgusting way,
Yeah.
not like in a respectful way, but they'll be good at basketball. Like, were they even talking about firing their coach like leading up to the end of the season?
Yeah, they had
I
discussed
felt
it.
like that was the quietest like exit
Yeah.
for a head coach, and then just like, oh, we
He
can go
he
get
had
Will
some
Wade.
he had some bad injury luck, man, like, he had some bad luck, Matt McMahon did, so,
I just feel like it
he
wasn't a story, like a storyline,
'cause
like at the
everyone
SEC tournament or any of that stuff. Just like,
well, yeah,
that,
they were so bad, nobody was even talking about them.
yeah. Um, but yeah, just yeah, somewhere. I will say this: somewhere in my Henderson State email, I have an email from Will Wade,
Ooh.
um, where I was. You and I were big Shaka Smart fans
Yeah. Yeah.
back in the day when he was still at VCU, obviously before he went to Texas, and uh, I had reached out to them when I was the head manager at Henderson State about possibly going and being like a GA for them. And Will Wade at the time was the, I think, director of basketball operations or something at VCU. And he emailed me back and said that they'd love to bring me up for a tour and stuff. And then obviously that didn't work out. But anyway,
Yeah.
somewhere in my email that I don't use or probably can't even access anymore, there's an email from Will Wade.
That's cool. That's
But
cool. Who knows? If you would have taken that leap of faith, you could be,
I'd be a
you could
scumbag.
you could be a
Uh,
scumbag in Baton Rouge, or you could be living in Marquette, Wisconsin with, Shaka, so
yeah, yeah. The Lord knew. The Lord
I'm
knew.
kinda surprised South Carolina didn't fire old boy. Um,
Right?
his name's
Yeah.
escaping me right now, but
Yeah, I'll see
other
his
than that,
face. Yeah.
I guess, he's really the only one I thought that may get fired. Um, I think Mississippi State was gonna give Chris Jans another year. They made the tournament 2 years ago, so
Mhm.
but yeah, a little bit surprised by that. So, other basketball news kinda pissed off a bunch of Razorback fans. Tom Izzo came out and said that Arkansas and Michigan State would be playing in Detroit next year on Thanksgiving Day in the Detroit Pistons arena. So naturally, all the Razorback fans are like, "That was supposed to be a home game. Y'all are supposed to return that to us,"
Yeah.
and everybody was mad and people don't like to second guess Cal, but that was obviously saw more second guessing and criticism of Cal from Razorback fans about that than anything I've seen so far since he's been here.
Mhm.
And but you know how Cal operates, man. Like that when we played Duke on Thanksgiving, that was like the most watched basketball game in years. Like
Mhm.
and he likes those standalone holiday neutral site, get all the eyes on our program games. That helps recruiting, obviously, helps get eyes on us. And
I still think you could do it though
I guess
at
Cal
at
came out though, and he tweeted today that I guess he heard all the chatter and said that we are going to play in Detroit, but Michigan State will also be returning the game to Fayetteville.
Okay.
So I don't know if that means we're playing them twice next year, or if they're still going to come to Fayetteville maybe the year after next. I don't know, but
I would assume so. I can't see us playing Michigan State twice in the
yeah,
same season.
I would be surprised also, um, but anyways, Cal came out and now everybody's happy again because Tom Izzo, if he's still there, will be coming to Fayetteville. So that was pretty big news. A bunch of uproar about that. on Twitter the last couple days. Let's talk McDonald's All-American game real quick before we get into the Hog stuff.
Yeah.
Man, I was excited, dude. Isn't it fun? Like, even when Muss was here, like, I hadn't watched a McDonald's game, Lord, I don't know, ever if I'd actually sat down and watched it
Mhm.
um, until that year that we got Nick Smith, Anthony Black, Jordan Walsh, you
Mhm.
know? Um, and then now it's just like a commercial for us. I mean, with Cal here, it's just, hey, you got. I mean, every year we're going to be heavily invested.
Yeah.
Like it's can't miss TV. Um, but yeah, it was really fun. Tuesday night, I was flipping back and forth, and they kept showing the girls' game was on first, and it took forever. And I was getting really frustrated because I just don't care about watching high school girls basketball on TV. Um, but two Hogs showed out, man. Jordan Smith Jr., 15 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists. Getting lots of praise from Paul Biancardi, the ESPN analyst that does all the high school stuff, and talking about how big of a dog he is on defense. And he's little. I mean, I was looking out there, dude. He is little. He's listed as 6'2", but I don't know if he's 6'2" or not. But yeah, he had a couple really good takes right off the bat. He had a take in transition that looked just like A cup. I mean, he made 2 or 3 moves that was like, yeah, that's an A cup type move.
Okay.
Uh, and then JJ Andrews, Leroy Christian, son of Sean Andrews, 5-star. He had 12 points, 5 rebounds. I mean, they were 2 of the leading scorers in the whole game.
Yeah.
And just really, really good representation for the 2 Arkansas kids. It's really cool to just look out there and not only just watch because we know they're getting Hogs, but just to see people hyping them up. Jalen Rose, Paul Pierce, obviously the announcers. It's just really, really cool to just hear them talking about Arkansas in the McDonald's game. So,
Yeah.
uh, yeah, 2 really good showings. I saw Jordan Smith Jr. One tweet said he won the MVP. I don't know if he won the game MVP or if one of the services named him MVP. It was kind of weird, but
Yeah, I saw the same thing. I didn't get to watch the game. I plan on going back and watching it, but yeah, I saw something where he was like co-MVP. So I don't know
yeah,
if that
okay.
was
I
again
think they
to the
give an
point.
MVP to each team. I think actually.
Okay.
Um, and then, but like, dude, that game is so high level. Like people are
Mhm.
like, oh, it's high school game, dude. That's all dudes that are going to be stars at Duke and Carolina and Arkansas and Kansas next year. I mean, that's not.
Apparently Missouri too.
Yeah, dude, Missouri had 2 of them also. Um, it's not like the McDonald's West team would beat a bunch of the non-conference teams we play.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, yeah,
so.
yeah.
I mean, he's getting 15 points against dude, like not
Yeah.
against scrubs. And
Right.
it's tonight. He had a game tonight. He flew out to Indiana, and he had a game tonight. And I don't even know. I didn't pay close enough attention. I just saw it on Twitter. It was some showcase game or something, but he had 35 tonight in
Huh.
another showcase game, Jordan Smith.
Okay.
So, anyways, yeah, man, it's just that's the Cal effect. I mean, that's the Cal effect, is what it
Yeah.
is. Every year you're gonna have people, you're gonna have dudes in that game, and it's just so fun to be relevant. And that's just what you get when you got Cal as your coach.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't even know how many we've had. We had these 2. Last year we had Darius and Malik were in it. The year before, then like I said, we had Anthony Black, Nick Smith, and Jordan Walsh were all in it.
Mhm.
Um, I know Cordis was in it back in the day, but maybe Bobby Portis was in it. Maybe one of those guys. I don't remember if it was Portis.
Yeah.
One of
Uh,
those guys was in it. I don't remember who, but
who's the guy that me and a buddy were talking about, the real skinny guy, Muss's last year ended up transferred, didn't even end up playing,
oh, Bay Fall.
Bay Fall, yeah.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, that was weird. Yeah, he was in it. He was yeah. he didn't pan out at Arkansas or anywhere else.
Yeah.
That was solid.
There was him. Had some other was who was the guy? High flying guy that Olufamatini. Was he? I think
I
he
think
might have been.
he was probably in it. Yeah, that
I think
sounds
he
right.
was.
You
Um
know, Malik Monk was in it, but he went to Kentucky, but he was an Arkansas kid. So,
yeah.
uh,
The last one that I watched in depth before the one with Anthony Black and Nick Smith was James Anderson. Just
yeah,
because he beat Jessyville by himself the year after we
yep,
graduated.
yep.
But then went on to play in the
Show
McDonald's game and then went to Oklahoma State and then
had a
first round
good
pick.
career, and yeah, had a good NBA career. I mean, a solid
He made it.
longevity
He
career.
made it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he, he played a few years.
Yeah.
So, yeah, yeah, that was neat. Um, did you see JJ Andrews dunk in the dunk contest?
With the football pads on. Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw that highlight for sure.
Yeah, that was cool where he put on his helmet and his pads and ran through Jordan Smith Jr. and another guy like he was trucking him, then went and did a 360 windmill with a helmet and pads on. And for those of you that ain't never wore a football helmet and pads, them things are heavy.
Yeah.
So, dude, that's impressive. So,
Yeah.
um, yeah, and everybody said it, but that's one thing with those two is you ain't gonna have to worry about the defensive toughness, I don't think, with those two. You're getting some
Hmm.
defensive menaces
Yeah.
and dogs. And so I'm really excited to get them in and see what it looks like next year. Speaking of getting them in, it's time to break down what we think the roster is going to look like for next year. Um, Malik Ewan put out a tweet. I don't, that was yesterday, saying announcement coming soon. I haven't checked in the last few hours. I don't think I've seen an announcement, um, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how to read when someone says announcement coming soon. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
Right. Um.
You know, because he had to appeal for the extra year, the JUCO year.
Mhm.
Um, so assuming that got passed, because I mean, that's happened for everybody that you get that extra. It doesn't count against you anymore. I just don't know. I don't know how to read when someone says that. So,
Mhm.
but
He did post it in his Razorback uniform, which I mean, that's who he played for this year. So unless you want to doctor up a picture, then that's what it's going to be.
yeah,
I don't know. I just feel like if you're unhappy that you would have found like another picture or some other way to post about it, I don't know. My gut would be that he's coming back. I don't
yeah.
know where you're gonna have a better opportunity than
I mean, I hope he does. A lot of people hate on Malik Ewan. I hope he comes back. We need that front court depth. Um,
yeah.
like I said, he's super skilled. He's got good hands. He can fish with both hands. He
He can get
started playing,
offensive boards.
yeah, for sure. He's a great rebounder, and he started playing harder as the year went on too. You know, he
Mhm.
didn't have a motor early in the year,
Right.
and as the year went on, he started playing little harder. So yeah, I definitely want Malik Ewan back. I want him to be the backup big though.
For sure.
Like, we need a dude who may not be as skilled as Malik Ewan, but we need a dog, a straight running, physical dog in there, and we'll get to who those people are in a minute. I got my list, but let's just go through it here. People who are for sure gone by eligibility: Nick Pringle, Trevor Brazile. Okay, those are the two who are seniors who absolutely 100% are graduating out of eligibility. Obviously, Darius Acuff Jr. is gone. So that leaves you three spots. Well, you've got three freshmen signed. You got Jordan Smith Jr., you got JJ Andrews, you got Abdu Torre. Um, JJ and Abdu are like a small forward type player, um, like a Billy Richmond style,
Yeah.
and Jordan Smith Jr. will be your they said combo guard, but I think he's your point guard next year, probably without a doubt.
Mhm.
He's obviously going to start, and he may be the best player. But yeah, so you got those three coming in for those three that are leaving. So you're gonna have to make some decisions on some guys, because we have to go address in the portal this front line.
Mhm.
The first big question obviously is Malik Thomas. I'm afraid Malik's leaving. I'm not
That's
afraid. I'm predicting he's leaving.
that's my
I wish he
prediction.
would stay for one more year. We talked about it the other day. We're not gonna go in detail on it, but um, I don't know. Somebody that I follow says that they're hearing that it's trending closer to 50-50 than it was before. It was maybe like 70-30 he was leaving before. So, um, I don't know. But let's say Malik's gone, okay? Of these people, do you wanna keep them all? Do you wanna see one of them go? How do you view it? Carter Knox, Billy Richmond, we'll throw Malik Thomas in there, DJ Wagner, Isaiah Seeley.
Yeah. I'll start off with Billy. It would just be heartbreaking to see him go somewhere else. So that would be my first choice to of the well, Malik. It'd be between Malik. If you're putting Malik in there, I am predicting that he'll leave just because I think once your mindset is like I'm one and done, like I feel like it's hard to go back to now. NIL again, like we said, can change things, but I'm gonna predict that Malik's going. So Billy would be my number one choice
Your
to
priority?
keep. Yeah, priority to keep. Um Carter Knox, I he's a tough one just because you're gonna have like four number threes
Yeah, yeah.
if he stays. So and can you get the same production that you got out of him 2 years ago? Um, and you saw very small glimpses of it this year, a few times, but you know, can you get that production back? If I'm Cal, if I get Billy back, I mean, if Billy leaves, then I'd love for Carter to stay. Um,
Yeah, yeah.
but if Billy stays, then if I'm Cal, I may be like, I love you, I appreciate you coming with me. But
I need to clear up this NIL to go get a
yeah,
a center.
yeah. Uh, and just say, I appreciate you coming with me. It may be better for your career, to find an opportunity somewhere, not in
Yeah.
the SEC. Um, and then DJ,
DJ,
I would like to keep DJ Wagner. I think he's a great, if somehow you can keep him happy in being a role backup point guard, I feel like he's a locker room guy. He's a leader on the team. He's, going to give you great defensive minutes and can also give you, I mean, he can also lead the court if you have injuries, if you have, God forbid, Jordan Smith got hurt. He's proven time and time again that he can control the team as the one. So I would like to keep DJ if as long as he's happy. I'd love to see him finish as a Razorback. So, um, not that not that I wouldn't want Carter Knox to come back. I just feel like
yeah, you just having to pick
he's
one.
gonna get lost in the shuffle kind of thing. So,
I mean, here's the deal about Carter is if he could put on like 10 or 15 more pounds, which is kind of scary because he's already not quite as quick as those other guys.
hmm
Um, but he could play three and could be a four if you wanted to go small.
hmm
He didn't be your starting four, but
yeah,
I don't see Carter as being the type of guy that wants to come off the bench. That's my
hmm
problem. Now I'm gonna
hmm
tell you right now, you got JJ Andrews coming in, who's gonna see minutes. You already got Billy at the three. Billy can't play the two.
hmm
Um, my concern if Malik leaves, I almost feel like you have to go get a two out of the portal too. Like
hmm
some people say no, but You're gonna run Billy at the 2? You're gonna run DJ at the 2? You're gonna run DJ at the 1 and put Jordan Smith at the 2? I mean, I don't know. I think we need if Malik leaves, I think we do need to go get someone who can stroke it. I
Mhm.
mean, I'm really concerned about our not our rim attack, but our 3-point shooting if Leak leaves because JJ's not a great shooter. Jordan Smith's a good shooter, but he's not an elite shooter. Um, Billy's obviously not a good 3-point shooter.
I'd like to
DJ,
go yeah, I'd like to go get just a somebody that shoots and can play moderate I just feel like it's been a while since we've had uh, just a knockout 3-point shooter that's playing the 2,
yeah,
coming down the court if we need to set a screen for a guy to definitely hit a 3 on this possession, or to help us get 3 buckets when, if the other team goes on a run or we're down 12 in the
yeah.
second half, like,
You
early
don't
in the
think
second
that
half.
you don't consider Malik as that guy?
No, he could be. I'm just saying I don't know that he's coming back.
Yeah,
He's definitely that guy. I
yeah.
just,
I mean, the last one before him was probably what, Moses?
even still, I don't feel like Moses was just, like, coming down the court, like, do I think he's gonna nail this three-pointer? I don't know.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm talking like
You're thinking like Dusty Hannahs, Rodney Clark.
yes, but with Cal as our coach, a higher profile version. I'm
Yeah,
thinking like a Ray Allen type.
yeah,
I mean, not you're not gonna find Ray Allen, but
yeah. I don't
somebody
the
like that.
problem is if Leak leaves, I don't think you'll find somebody as good as he would be at it as a sophomore,
Yeah, yeah,
uh,
yeah, yeah.
which is
No,
frustrating. But I mean,
I'd love I'd
I
love
think
Malik to come
he's
back.
yeah, I think he's the best option. He may be one of the best 2 guards in the country next year, if he would come back
Right.
as a sophomore, but,
Yeah.
you're gonna downgrade there no matter what. Whether you get somebody out of the portal or you don't, you're
Mhm.
downgrading it to 2 if Leak's not here. Um, so that leaves us going to the bigs, alright? You got Malik Ewing. I'll say Malik Ewing stays. Um, hopefully, Lord, hopefully Malik Ewing stays, for depth purposes.
Mhm.
Somebody that nobody really talks about is Paolo Samido. He's a big 7'1" guy that was in street clothes all year. Um, he was a freshman from, I think, Orlando. He's from a different country, but I think he was playing in Orlando. But he was a 4-star. He was, like, ranked number 50 in the country, like a top 8 or 9 center. Um, I know nobody wants to talk about people who are on the roster that could contribute some, but look, 7'1". Now he's skinny. He's not one of those physical bruisers. Um, I don't really know his skill set. I don't know what kind of player he is, but he's somebody that, if I think he tried to keep Paolo. He was hurt all year this year. And um, at 7'1", I mean, I think you can find minutes for somebody who's 7'1"
Mhm.
off the bench. So maybe Paolo will stay. But let's talk about the transfer portal. Who has entered that the Hogs need to be targeting? And these are all bigs. These are all centers, power forwards. Number one on the list is pretty pretty easy to me. Santos Surreal, Georgia. That was a big name that entered. 6'11", 260, straight grown ass man. And mean. And
We need
dog.
to
He got thrown out of 3 games this year, I think, for flagrant twos.
take
Uh,
it. I'll take it.
dunks everything, led the country in dunks, had more dunks than Trevin, had more dunks than Malik Ewing, led the nation in dunks. And he only averaged like 9 points a game and 5 rebounds a game, but he only played 22 minutes a game.
Mhm.
I'm not sure why his minutes were so low because he blocked shots. I think he was first team all SEC defense. Um, he's the type of physical presence. Like, he's not going to be as skilled as Malik. He's not going to catch the ball back to the basket, make a nice up and under and all that. But he's a freaking mean dude. And that is the like when I think of what we need to improve on, obviously we need size, but we need size who's dog
Mhm.
and ready to tear people's heads off. And
Yeah.
so I think Santos Surreal is number one on the transfer list.
Yes.
Um, just about an hour before we went on this pod, uh, Flora Budinga of Kansas entered the port. Well, he is putting his name in the draft. um, but he said that he's also putting his name in the port.
Uh-huh.
So, um,
Kinda boogie style last year.
yeah, 6'10", 220 out of Kansas. First team All Big 12 this year. First team All Big 12 defensive team. 13.9 rebounds per game, almost 3 blocks a game.
We'll
Only
take him.
only 6'9", 6'10", but I'll take it. Like,
You had me at first team defense Big 12.
right,
Uh,
right. Yeah,
I think they were the best conference,
yeah.
this year, and first team defense and big, I'll take him.
Yeah, had a couple years under Bill Self. I mean,
Yeah.
so I think he's, Flora Bedunga, I think is how you say it. Uh, he's a dude, though. He's a dude. Um, Drew Fielder, Boise State, 6'11", 230, white kid. Um, I think he would be good if Malik Ewan leaves to be the backup 5,
Mhm.
4 or 5. I don't know. Uh, averaged 15 points a game, 6 rebounds a game at Boise in the Mountain West. He's one of those guys that can step out and shoot it. Somto and Fudinga have not attempted a 3 all this past year, not one. Some people don't like that. I don't care about that right now. We need dudes
No.
who are killers,
Yes.
dudes who can step out and shoot threes. Um, oh God, I'm sorry, but Drew Fielder, I think needs to be pretty high up on your list. Maybe more as a backup type player. And then Mo Silla is my last one from Georgia Tech, 6'10", 240. He's a true freshman this year. He's not as strong and as physically demanding as the other 3, but he did average 10 points and 7 rebounds per game as a true freshman in the ACC. Um, it's all going to come down to the bag. What kind of bag do these kids want? How much is Cal willing to negotiate? It's not a question of do we have money? We do have money. Cal wouldn't be here if we didn't have money.
Yeah.
If he was worried at all about financials, he wouldn't be here. But who's going to give these guys the bag they want? Here's the deal about Santos Surreal. He was committed to Kentucky
Yeah.
for Cal. Committed. When Cal left, he didn't follow Cal to Arkansas though. So there's a relationship there.
Mhm.
Um, can't hurt.
Yeah.
So, anyways, what do you think about any of those 4 guys?
Yeah.
Take
I
them all. Take any of them.
yeah,
Whatever.
I mean, whatever we can get. I'd love to get, dude from Kansas, dude from Georgia. There's a guy I'm keeping an eye on that I really like the way he plays the game. He hasn't entered the portal yet, but he is unsure. I was looking him up about his return to Texas, and that is Matas Bokiatitis.
Yeah, Bocatitis. Yeah,
Yeah.
dude, he dominated us.
Uh, if if he enters the portal,
Yeah, go get him.
I want to be all over him.
Go get him.
I like the cut of his jib, the way he plays. So, um,
There's
yeah,
rumors about him entering.
it just 12 hours ago, Burnt Orange Nation did a story, said that he's unsure about returning
Okay.
to Tech. So,
Yeah, I would
uh,
love Volcatanis.
yeah, that's a guy that when I, before the portal opened up, I was like, dude, if we go get that guy, uh, that's a guy I'd like to see, and just to take somebody from Texas that's a good contributor. Would love to
Yeah,
do it, but
yeah,
not saying he's leaving. Just he's unsure according to this post, but we need a little Lithuania on the roster, if you know what I'm saying.
yeah.
So,
Well,
but
listen,
yeah,
Cal's ran circles 1,000 times around me
hmm
and knowing ball, okay?
hmm
I have a hard time believing that he's gonna look at how this year played out defensively with our bigs and not going and not only making it a priority, but getting whoever he wants out of the portal. Just
hmm
just picking his guy. Like refusing to let that be the reason that we go down again next year.
hmm
Because there's levels to it. I mean, there's levels to the physicality and that Arizona had, that Florida had, that Houston had, that Duke had, and that's where we were lacking. And I love TB for what he was, but that can't be the reason. You have to address the needs that
hmm
failed you this year. And the
yeah,
number one need that failed us was protecting the rim and letting
yeah,
the other team bigs have career nights every night we play them.
yeah. We somebody was talking about it the other day. I think it was Phil Elson and Matt Jones the other day on halftime, but they were like throwing out the numbers, and like we gave up what 81 and a half points a game this year. It was the most since 1990 or 91. So like literally the worst defensive team we've had since we've been in the SEC. Uh and we've had some pretty bad teams mingled in there under Stan Heath and Pelfrey and Mike Anderson, and some of those teams were bad. And so for this to be the worst defensive team, still make the Sweet 16, like, and that's the thing, is just like you're not far off. You just gotta. I just think we need a little more depth, like, because if you have a guy go down, you can't be making a deep run in turn with six dudes. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
you gotta have like you gotta have probably nine guys that you could rely on. I'm not saying they're all getting 10 minutes a game, but just
Capable
somebody,
guys.
yeah, that if they're somebody that you can put in and not just completely fall off the map, or
Yeah.
so I would love to see some depth. But yeah, you can't just be letting people walk in the lane and scoring buckets. You can't have a 5'8" dude put up 35 points on you in the tournament. Like, you gotta defend better.
Yeah.
And um
And I'm telling you right
with
now, the guard defense is gonna be better
right, yeah, yeah,
with
yeah.
with Jordan Smith Jr. and JJ and Abby. Those dudes, they guard.
Yeah.
And so, we can say what we want about Darius. I mean, we're gonna talk about the legacy of Darius here probably next week, but
Mhm,
um, he didn't even try on defense. Just call it what it
mhm.
is. Like, I mean, he didn't. So,
Yeah.
our guard defense will be better. But these bigs got to get better too. So,
Mhm. You just have to have people fear the paint. I mean, like Cam Boozer, uh, you know, Bo-Katatis, like some of these other guys, they were just like, dude, I'm gonna have a night and I'm gonna get whatever I want down low. And
yep.
then guards were like, I got no fear getting to the basket either. So you just you can't have teams not fearing going into the lane against you.
Well,
You got
and even the bigs, man, they would just throw it to the bigs, and they would just take two dribbles, drop step, and score.
oh,
Like,
every time.
I
Yes.
mean, it's gotta be harder than that, you
hmm
know. So, um, anyways, that's kind of where the roster sits right now. We'll obviously be updating as players transfer out. If we get any hits transferring in, we will be covering all that. Andrew, I want to ask you, we've been with Cal for 2 years. I want you to grade it. What grade do you give John Calipari 2 years in as the head hog?
It's a tough question because am I grading him against himself, or am I grading him as a coach at Arkansas in year 2?
You're
Uh,
grading him on how happy you are with what he's done with Arkansas.
okay. No, I'm probably a B plus, A minus. If I'm giving a grade, it's he's doing exactly what I predicted, and not to say that a million people have this viewpoint. I shouldn't, reinventing the wheel or anything on Cal, but uh, he's doing exactly what I thought he would, and that's come in. We're gonna have dudes on the team. I mean, again, Darius Acuff, arguably one of, if not the best Razorbacks to ever put on the uniform. You're gonna have dudes, and you're gonna be relevant. Now, how far that gets you in the tournament, I don't know. I said that the day he was hired after the press conference. I was like, I don't know how far we're gonna get. I don't know if he'll make the Final Four. I don't know that we'll win a national championship, but I was like, we'll have dudes on the roster and we'll be relevant. And we're both of those things. So which is more, I mean, that's all we're begging for in football. So like is just to have dudes and be relevant. And so I mean, if you're not cutting down the nets, that's about all you can ask for is to, I mean, outside of a national championship, have moments, have fun during watching the team during the season. That's, I mean, as a fan, that's all I'm looking for is give me moments, give me games, give me, iconic things to remember, to go back to, and to have something to look forward to. Like like we're gonna have dudes in the NBA that on their basketball card on the back is gonna say Arkansas. If you're playing 2K, it's gonna say he went to college at Arkansas. Like those things. Like, so I'm taking a long time to say that we're relevant. We got dudes on the team. I don't know what that's gonna translate to as far as how deep we go in March, but back-to-back Sweet 16s, I'll take. First 2 years, I'm good with it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think B plus is probably fair. You're getting what you wanted to get out of it. You're getting 5 stars, McDonald's All Americans. You're getting national televised standalone games in neutral sites. Thanksgiving Day against Duke. Stuff like that. You're getting all the clips, all the every time Cal talks, like some people say Cal's the reason Porter Moser still has a job. Because after that Oklahoma game, he said Porter's doing a great job. If you give him money, he'll do even better. And what does Oklahoma do the next day? They announce they're giving him more money. Like when Cal speaks, people listen
Mhm.
nationwide. So you're getting that, that voice. You're getting that ambassador. You're getting exciting games. Obviously, is Cal the best X and O coach in the country? No, he's not. He's not Dan Hurley with X's and O's. But you're gonna have athletes and dudes. You have, in my opinion, the best Razorback to ever put on a uniform. Does he have the best career? No, he's only here 1 year. That's what people say. Can you call him the best Razorback because he's only here 1 year? For 1 year, he had the best season a Razorback's ever had. And it's probably not.
Mhm.
He's gonna be a top 5 draft pick. Like you're gonna keep getting those type of guys, and so, like you said, just the excitement, the energy, the relevance. Like you're getting everything you thought you would get. Now, has he exceeded it? Well, last year they finished as they were a 10 seed in the tournament. Yeah, they went to the Sweet 16. This year, they won the SEC and were a 4 seed. So, 2 Sweet 16s, but we were better in year 2 than year 1. Could we be better in year 3 than year 2? I don't know. We'll see. But
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, it's been it's been great. I mean, I don't uh, outside of not running into Arizona in the Sweet 16. I mean, I think we probably could have been in the Elite Eight or further. Losing to Texas Tech last year on a buzzer. Should have beat them, been in the Elite Eight last year, maybe the Final Four. So
Mhm.
I'm happy with where Cal's at.
Yeah. And I mean, yeah, I didn't even mention winning the SEC tournament. That's first time in 26 years. So
Yeah.
that's what I'm talking about is like, give me moments, give me something to like remember the season by. Give me iconic games. Like, I mean, we'll talk about the Alabama game with Acuff for a long time. We'll talk about winning the, SEC championship for a long time. Like those are things. It's hard to win a national championship. Like we've won one ever. There's plenty of teams that Nebraska just won their first tournament game. Like, I mean, it's hard to win a national championship. So you have to level set your expectations a little bit. I don't want to sound like one of the morning shows up here, but I mean, like, not to say that we shouldn't have great expectations. I think we should have Final Four aspirations year in and year out, especially with the dudes we have. But if you're not the one team to cut down the nets, like have moments, have relevance, I mean, like just the fact that we're turning on Pat McAfee show and seeing Cal on there like once a week and seeing Razorback highlights and like or first take and then, like just turn on ESPN and NBA guys talking about it and having a huge Razorback on the behind Stephen A. Smith when he's talking and stuff. Like just I don't know, like that stuff, that's the stuff we're begging for in football, like that we're
Mhm.
dying for in football. So like we've said a million times, just soak it in while we've got it and
We got
enjoy it
we got probably
because
2 or 3 more good years of it,
yeah.
and then who knows?
And he'll hand it off to somebody. What they do with it is up to them. I really hope it's not his son, but
It won't be.
whoever he hands it off to, will have a very relevant program that has been talked about for the 5 years prior, and has more than likely been a tournament team all five, every year. So,
Yeah.
um, yeah, I mean,
I mean, because
it's
of
exactly what.
Cal, we will be able to tell our kids about Darius Acuff. Now, my
Mhm,
kids are old enough to obviously enjoy him,
right.
but, but 30 years from now, we'll be talking about Darius Acuff,
Yeah.
like, so and that's because of Cal. That's because of
And
Cal.
that's and hopefully forbidding injuries or any off the court stuff, hopefully he has a great I'm hoping he's one of the great NBA guards of
Mhm.
like our kids' lifetimes because
Yeah,
you know LeBron's not like a true guard, but he won't be the face of the NBA in he's already kind of not now, but here in 2 years, like he'll be gone,
yeah,
and our kids will, my kids for sure, will have new faces of the league going forward. And anyway, so hopefully Acuff is one of those guys that we can say was from Arkansas and is one of the top five player in the league, and hopefully my kids will have his jersey as long as it's not a Bulls jersey, and we can touch on that. But anyway, yeah. So
yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's how I see it too. I think hopefully, obviously, we'll be covering that when he gets drafted and see where his NBA
I'm
career
really
takes
hoping
him.
Dallas. I really
I
there's
think
a
he's
lot
gonna
of
go higher than that now.
well, I mean, it is a lottery, right? I mean, like it's not set
Yeah,
in stone who has the pick,
that's
right? It's
true.
just
Yeah,
higher chances.
that's true.
So
That's true. Yeah.
the Bulls had like a 0.01% chance to get the number one pick the year they got D Rose, and then the Mavericks had no business getting Cooper Flag last year, and they did.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
So
Good point. Yeah, they haven't done a lottery
uh,
yet.
still want him to go to like Portland or Washington,
Yeah.
even
Oh,
though Washington I think is a promising future. But
that'd be
um,
awful.
yeah, just yeah. Dallas, uh, obviously, Oklahoma City won't be anywhere near, but, give me somebody fun to go to.
Yeah,
Uh, not a
agreed.
not a Portland, not a Washington, not a
New Orleans,
yeah,
Pelicans.
yeah, no
Yeah,
Pelicans, no,
yeah,
um, yeah, give me somewhere fun.
agreed.
So,
We're already at an hour, so we're gonna move through these last few pretty quick. Diamond Hogs get walked off by Missouri State on Tuesday night. Played Auburn in the first game on the road tonight. Uh,
10-2.
10-2 was the final. I was pulling it up. Last I saw it was 8-1.
Yeah.
I don't know. I I may be overreacting, but we've lost 5 in a row. For the first time in 130 something weeks, we will not be in the top 25 next week. Um, the longest streak by the next second longest is 40 weeks. We're 130 consecutive weeks in the top 25. I don't even know if we're going to make the NCAA tournament. Now, I say we're ranked number 22 in the country, but we're 4-6 in the league now, and uh, I don't know, Andrew.
Florida swept us at home. They have since lost 2 straight.
Yeah, who did they lose to in the midweek?
I don't even know. I just know they
Was
lost.
it Jacksonville or something? I mean,
Yeah.
first time we've been swept at bomb in ever? Question mark? I mean, I don't know.
Probably not ever, but, it's been a while. Been a while.
I mean,
Um,
it's just everything, the pitching, the hitting. I mean, I watched the game today, and Gabe Gackel had a good 4 innings, and then, he started walking people, and Auburn got a couple clutch hits. He's not missing bats at all. Then they bring in Gibbler, who's been our best reliever all year, and he can't miss a bat. I mean, they're not striking anybody out,
mhm,
and it's just it's hard to do whenever the other team's putting the ball in play constantly. You're not getting any whiffs,
yeah,
and I know swing and strikes is a big metric. How many bats are you missing? And these guys just aren't missing any bats, man. It's just, and they can't get the clutch hit. It's I'm I don't even ha I don't even have anything to say about it. It's just bad
mhm,
on all ends.
yeah, and you hate it too. I mean, we're nitpicking an elite program. Uh, at sooner or later, you know, there's gonna be an off year where especially in this portal era where, you're not always gonna hit on it, and baseball is a finicky sport more than the others, to where you can, it's not like football where you can either guard a receiver or you can't. It's kind of like, you can go in hitting slumps and you can go, it's it's a weird sport.
The best team in baseball wins less than any other sport. That's what you're
Yeah.
getting at.
Yeah, yeah. Right.
I mean, any given day, an offense could get hot, an offense can go cold. A pitcher could be missing his spots by an inch here, an inch there, and
Right.
so
And you
yeah.
can and you can play a mid-major team or a small school that found a diamond in the rough pitcher that
Yep.
that has your lineup's number, and one guy can undo a whole batting lineup. So,
But that's where
it's
we're at. That's what we're talking about. We're talking about the Hogs being that team that could catch the good teams on an off night. I mean,
yeah.
that's what we're discussing right now, which is crazy
Yes,
that we're discussing.
exactly. Yeah. So, yeah, I don't want to sound like, you know, basically, I say all that to say that I'm not defending the way we're performing at all, but I'm also not wanting to sound like we're just trashing the baseball program and not being
Yeah.
appreciative for where we've been and what, being an elite program for the last 10 years, 10, 15 years. So, um, but
And you
yeah,
just gotta have leaders. You gotta have leaders, you gotta have winners. You
yeah,
gotta have a good culture in the locker room.
yeah.
And that's hard to do in today's transfer portal age is,
Hmm.
have that consistent culture when you're bringing in 20 new players, like, and now maybe the problem is we just don't have any winners in there.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's the risk you run in a transfer dominated league or whatever whatever you want to call it, NCAA now. It's just you're not going to hit every time, especially in a weird sport like baseball. So,
Yeah.
um, yeah,
We'll get into the master stuff next week, but it's one of mine
yeah,
and Andrew's favorite times of the year is the Masters.
yes, absolutely.
I'm still waiting to win my lottery for the first time ever, so I get to go walk the grounds of Augusta.
Same.
Uh, but I put in the lottery every year, and I haven't even got a practice round ticket.
It's yeah. I post every year. It's a tradition like any other, getting an
Yep.
email from the Masters that you are not welcome to the
Right.
grounds this year. So
But there is some news there that Phil Mickelson will not be playing in the Masters. He announced today. He has an injury. Tiger announced after his ordeal that he'll be stepping away from golf because he was planning on playing in the Masters.
hmm
But he says he'll be stepping away to get his personal life in check. Did you see the video? The body cam footage came out today.
I haven't seen it yet, but I heard that he was saying that he was like talking to the president and
Dude,
all that.
yeah, he was so the guy with the body camera was like standing here and Tiger was like 50 yards down there and he was walking back and he was like, "Mr. Woods, I need you to come back this way." And you can hear him on the phone. He's like, "Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir." And then he's like, "Mr. Woods, I just need you to stay down here with us." He goes, "Oh, sorry, I was talking to the president."
Oh,
I lost it. Like,
dude.
it sounded like such a flex. Like,
Oh, that's the biggest flex you can
oh
have.
my god,
Oh, what'd you say? I'm talking to the president.
that's what he did. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was so funny. But because he is dating. I'm, I'm gonna get this
It's
wrong.
it's it's I think Don Jr.'s ex, I think.
Oh yeah, Don Jr.'s ex-wife. He's
Yeah.
dating.
Yeah.
Uh, so obviously his granddaughter's mom, Trump's Kai, the
Yeah.
Trump's granddaughter's still his granddaughter's mom. So,
Yeah.
um, but yeah. So, anyways, Tiger just being Tiger, and
Yeah.
they had to break into the back of the glass to like search the car, and they pulled out his golf clubs. Like precious cargo. Everybody's saying. It was pretty funny. So,
Yeah.
we'll go over the Rory's McIlroy's Masters dinner menu next week. We'll grade how we think the champions dinner menu is. And so, but yeah, we'll definitely do some Masters talk and picks next week. Um, we'll react to the how the national championship game went, and we will obviously continue to try to pull these baseball hogs through. We'll be getting some transfer portal news probably next week. The portal opens for basketball, so all that'll start popping. So, anyways, anything else national sports that we need to cover, my man?
Uh, I mean, other than that, the NBA hates God. I guess not.
NBA does
No.
hate God.
Um,
Your
that's
team,
really it.
your team.
My childhood team.
Mhm.
I have not had a team since uh since Jordan left, but um yeah, not be uh not be purchasing any Bulls merch anytime soon.
Yeah, it's a big storyline. We may touch on that next week. We're at an hour and 10, so
Yeah,
but yeah, the NBA does not appreciate God. So I wouldn't be going to any NBA games because it may be the first one to get struck by lightning if you walk in NBA arena anytime soon.
that's right. That's right.
But all right, my man, we'll take us home, brother.
All right, stay classy. As always, go Hogs. Uh have a fun, safe Final Four. Hire a driver if need be.
Woo pig.
Hashtag Tiger. Woo pig.
Hashtag Tiger.